Hey guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson, episode 5 in our series on majors and minors, specifically looking on what not to major on. And this is going to be a little tricky on supplementation, Adam, because I've kind of grown back into wanting to try different supplements. I did a podcast with a guy who is in the business, and we were talking specifically about glucose disposal agents. And it reminded me of a time when I actually created one with a food science team for our company. And it was pretty fantastic. I mean, it did a lot for hunger management. It had major effect on just how warm you felt. People would note that they started sweating sooner in workouts. So, and we know creatine. I mean, my gosh, I am a hyper responder to creatine. If I just go on a normal maintenance dose, I feel like I'm doing D-ball. I mean, I will gain 7 or 8 pounds. My muscle volume just feels twice the norm. So there are supplements that work, but I also have to say, in terms of minoring on the minors, it kind of kills my soul a little bit to see people who are taking 50 different supplements every day, 75 pills and 17 powders. And, you know, the caloric content that's there, the fact that a lot of these things are just not well studied, if at all. So I'd love to hear, you are somebody who does put them in their proper place. You like to use them for certain reasons nutritionally. So where do you fall in the supplement realm?
Yeah, it is a mixed world out there. There's stuff out there that has little to no effect. And I think there's some things in the right application, they can help immensely. I think B is vitamin B. If somebody is deficient, it's one of the best things I can give someone and get them feeling better. So, sometimes if you're feeling dizzy in the gym, it's not necessarily your carbs. It actually might be that you have a B deficiency. And if you can find that with somebody or have them get labs or at least make sure the B is crossing into the cell, it can be a great supplement to take, but not everyone needs it. I actually had an inquiry that I referred out to one of my coaches last week, and it was just a general nutrition client. And they had contacted me and said, my clinician did, why is this person doing vitamin B injections?
Hmm.
And I said, well, they're obviously not doing this at home. It didn't seem like that type of client. So I had them get on a call. She goes to a med spa that does vitamin B injections. They're not even methylated. So basically, it's the same as an oral B vitamin at this case, that the person's paying like $90 a month for these injections.
Wow.
So it was the first thing we got rid of on the plan. I said, first of all, let's get labs done, see if you even have a B deficiency to begin with. This lady's taking, 20 minutes every day to go to a med spa every week for a B injection. So, the application needs to be right. I will say almost everyone has a vitamin D deficiency. So it's safe to say that everyone probably needs some low dose of D3, but that amount can be different per person. So it's really important to find the amount. You don't want too much, you don't want too little. But you can get really geeked out into looking into, well, this helps with this, so I should take that. But do you really need help with, do you really need a joint supplement if your joints are bothering you? And if your joints are bothering you, maybe it's a form issue versus you actually need a joint supplement. So you want to look for the cause of the problem instead of always trying to throw a pill at it. I think where our industry gets super wonky is digestion crap. It's like if you make a pill to make somebody poop, like there's like 20 million of them out there. People are going to buy it. And it's like, well, look into your food sources. What's causing the issue of digestion instead of just throwing a random junk first form product out there? I can say that on here, right?
We can tell which company that you support. But
Yeah.
no, you said two things that are really important. First of all, you're right. If a client sends me a list of 25 supplements they're taking, I'm usually probably going to save them my entire cost in just supplements, because I'm gonna get rid of 3/4 of those. But yeah, I'm also somebody who does like micro dosing and transient dosing of a lot of different things. So, different kinds of vitamins, herbals, and so forth. I don't think you need those kind of things every day. It's not how our bodies evolved in the first place, nor do they use supplements like that, whether they're water or fat soluble. So there's a lot of self-education I think people need to do. If you just read an article or some Insta famous person just says, take this, look it up, do some research, spend some time and just see what's really out there, if there's any validity to it. But then on the digestive side, because this is an area of expertise for me, I did one of my doctoral dissertations on the nutritional management of inflammatory bowel disease. You're exactly right. It's because of the poor food practices and some of the bad information out there that makes people constipated or gassy or bloated or have diarrhea. So then all of a sudden they're taking truckloads of prebiotics and probiotics and fiber and so forth, which usually compounds the issue, when just the elimination of some foods would clear everything up. So again, yeah, I mean, you really hit on a tangent there that I think is really critical.
Yeah. And I kind of went long-winded there. Also, you have to consider supplement grade and then even dose as well. Recently, I've had a lot of clients come up to me with glutamine pills, and they're way underdosed. That's why you typically go with a powder, but also looking into the grade of the supplement. If there's any help I can give someone, get an Examine account. If you don't have an Examine account, it's a great resource for supplements grade and finding out what to look out for. And it's a great quick reference. I use it all the time, and I've learned a ton through there.
So again, I think this is kind of a major topic, but people put too much emphasis on it. And it should be something that you have so in tow with your own knowledge and confidence that it's a minor thought. You've got your practices and how you're going to roll through that on a daily and weekly basis. And then it's not something to really worry about. It's more of a minor issue at that point.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, this whole series was kind of Adam and I saying, okay, what's out there in the world right now? What are people talking about that just isn't that important? But we hope it helped you sort things out, put them in perspective a little bit. And we will see you next time with a new series in Contest Prep University.